The global impact of the 1MDB scandal. Imagine billions of dollars meant to uplift a nation instead being spent on luxury yachts, Hollywood films, and extravagant lifestyles. This isn't just a story about corruption in Malaysia, it's a global tale of greed, politics, and accountability. So buckle up. This one has everything. Our story begins in 2009, when Malaysia's then Prime Minister, Najib Razak, launched One Malaysia Development Berhad, or 1MDB, the fund's mission to drive economic growth, reduce poverty, and attract foreign investments. Sounds noble, right? But behind the scenes, it became a piggy bank for some of the most outrageous corruption the world has ever seen. At the heart of the scandal was Joe Low, a financier with powerful connections. Though he held no official position in 1MDB, he orchestrated the theft of billions. These funds didn't go to development projects. They went to luxury properties, a $250 million super yacht called Equanimity, and even Hollywood blockbusters like The Wolf of Wall Street. Joe Low partied with A-listers like Paris Hilton and Leonardo DiCaprio. The U.S. Department of Justice traced over $4.5 billion stolen from 1MDB, money used to fund lavish lifestyles and bankroll Hollywood dreams. But this wasn't just a Malaysian problem. The scandal became a global issue, with investigations launched in at least 6 countries, including the U.S., Switzerland, and Singapore. The U.S. Department of Justice called it the largest kleptocracy case in history. Banks like Goldman Sachs faced massive penalties for their involvement, paying over $2.9 billion in settlements. In Malaysia, the scandal sparked outrage. Najib's government tried to suppress critics, but massive protests and investigative journalism kept the truth in the spotlight. The people fought back, and in 2018, Malaysia's general election became a turning point. Najib's former mentor, Mahathir Mohamad, led the opposition to a historic victory, promising justice. After Najib's defeat, the fallout was staggering. Police seized $270 million worth of luxury goods, including over 12,000 pieces of jewelry and 500 handbags. Najib was later sentenced to 12 years in prison, and his wife, Rosma Mansur, was also convicted of corruption. So how did this scandal affect the world? It exposed weaknesses in the global financial system. Banks like Goldman Sachs were implicated for facilitating questionable transactions, forcing financial institutions worldwide to tighten anti-money laundering policies. Internationally, the scandal sparked unprecedented cooperation among law enforcement agencies. Countries like the U.S. and Singapore recovered and returned stolen funds, while Switzerland, the UAE, and others prosecuted those involved. It showed that even in a globalized world, corruption doesn't stop at borders. The scandal even strained Malaysia's relations with countries like Saudi Arabia and China. Allegations emerged that Chinese officials helped cover up parts of the scandal in exchange for infrastructure contracts, casting doubt on the transparency of major international projects. Even Hollywood felt the impact. Stolen 1MDB funds financed films like The Wolf of Wall Street, and celebrities who unknowingly benefited from the scheme had to return gifts. Leonardo DiCaprio, for instance, returned a Picasso painting and other luxury items given to him by Joe Low. The 1MDB scandal wasn't just about financial theft. It was a wake-up call. It showed how unchecked power can devastate nations, how global systems can be exploited, and how citizens can fight back. It's a story of greed, resilience, and the ongoing battle for justice. What do you think about the global impact of the 1MDB scandal? Is the fight against corruption making progress? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.